I'm joined by now a refueled Pannie. You feel a bit more human?
Yeah, I do. Actually, I have nothing to, I didn't have a bad cut. I had an amazing cut. So I'm not going to say that I was like dying and everything, but because I was not.
Oh, you had a nutritionist, didn't you? For this
Yeah.
one. Ah, yeah. So how different was it having someone like that in helping you?
So this is not the last time. I'm going to use him like every single time. I don't care. I will put every money that I earn or get into having him. Okay, so he's from top team Oklahoma.
Okay.
American top team in Oklahoma. So I saw him because I was following some Bellator chicks and the title challenger last time in 125, Emily. She trains under him and she gets coached and everything. So I was following them a bit. And then when I got the call from Shannon like 5 weeks before, I was like, and I'm not really that heavy, like what I used to get, like when I'm not fighting. So I was like, okay, I need to use this opportunity because I had a terrible cut last time. Like, I cannot say it was so terrible. And I was like a quarter pound away from making weight, but I'm not even sure if that would change anything because I thought, oh my God, it was so terrible. But so I was like, I wrote him, I was like, yeah, I need help. And then we start working the same afternoon.
Oh, nice.
Like
Nice.
I got my schedule like that afternoon or something. So ever since then, I have nothing to complain about because I had a really good camp because because I was following the schedule and I was like skeptical at first because I'm used to doing everything myself. And when you don't really know how to do it, but you still manage to do it, so it becomes kind of a starvation thing.
Yeah.
I do come from a background of really bad eating disorders. So during the years, I haven't been treating my body so good, like starving and like overeating, like really bad, like puking and stuff like that. It was like really bad for a couple of years. So I just, so I learned a lot during this camp about like food, like nutrition, and it's so weird. I'm making my 12th pro fight. Yeah.
It's all right. It's little stages, little steps. It's all right.
Yeah, little steps.
By 20, you'll get a bit more. It's all good.
But now I'm always gonna use him like off camp, in camp. I don't care. Because I felt like, I wasn't dying during the day. I mean, I do like 2-3 sessions a day.
Yeah.
And I'm a full-time athlete, and sometimes I do work night shifts. So, and I have a dog, so I'm a stay-at-home athlete. I call myself a stay-at-home athlete.
Well,
mom.
when you have a dog,
to my pug.
that's what it.
Yeah, to my pug.
Because pugs need love.
Yeah, my pug needs love. My pug, I mean, he gets clothes and he needs stuff. So.
A friend at work today brought in their new pug puppy.
Oh.
They just got it today.
I
will get a picture. I'll get a picture and I will send you. I'll remember to get a picture.
I remember when Biggie was a puppy. Oh, he just turned 1. He just turned 1, and I actually think he's cuter now because he's fatter. He's got the neck.
Yeah.
But I'm making everything I do is like pug related. I go we had a birthday party for him in the park with his pug friends. Oh God, it was so adorable.
Oh, sorry.
Biggie is on my banner. He's on my walking T-shirt.
Nice, I like it.
But he's got that face. He's smizing a lot. He's been to the Tara Banks like model things. He's just like he smizes into the camera. Whenever I bring up a camera, he freezes his look, like his eyes, like a minute. He's like. I'm like, that's weird. I can't even do that. And then he does the pug thing. He's like,
oh, the head tilt. Like, I don't understand what you're saying.
Yeah, clown. So this camp has been amazing. So.
It's been amazing. Yeah, I also like Anthony Johnson. He's got the little French bulldogs on his Instagram.
Oh.
He's a giant of a man, and he has these tiny little dogs. I just love that kind of yin and yang. It's just brilliant. I love it. I love it. You see him, you think, yeah, he'd have like a Rottweiler.
I mean,
and he's got these little
me
dogs.
and Biggie, we look ridiculous when we walk outside. We look. First of all, when I walk in, people think I'm high 24/7.
Yeah, we have a thing at work where people got puppies recently and everyone's bringing their dogs in. So all that happens is everyone drops the work and just flies to the dogs. And the dogs get a lot of affection. It's
like everybody from my work, when I come in and work night, she said, "Bring Biggie. We need Biggie." So because I post like everything on my Snap is about Biggie. I mean, I don't post training stuff. I don't think I do sometimes, but a lot of everything is Biggie. And they're like, they see Biggie, and he has his own Instagram, Biggie the Pug. So.
You're one of them who put that on. Do you know what? There is people with dogs who have got more followers than a lot of human beings out there. It's insane.
Biggie gets more likes than my boyfriend's Instagram.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah.
Everybody loves Biggie. And then he's like, right now he's playing with a friend for a week because I'm here. His friend is like a Labrador or something. I don't know.
Oh, God. Yeah. That's a big thing.
And they look so cute to get to sleep together. So.
Oh, there you go. That's happy days. That's good stuff.
Yeah.
So I was going to say though, you're not staying at one gym. You've moved to a new gym.
Yeah.
You transferred over. You've got some new things going on. What happened to get you didn't move around the corner. You went to a different country.
Yeah, but I've been in a different country since my third pro fight.
Yeah.
So I've been training. So I live in Malmö, and that's like south of Sweden.
Yeah.
So it's like only a bridge between Malmö and Copenhagen, Denmark.
Okay.
So it's like a 15-minute ride with the train. So it's not that bad. People think, oh my God, you go to another country, but it's like right across the.
I thought you moved. I thought you moved to.
No. I actually go back and forth when I go back, but it takes me like 1 hour and 15 minutes. So it's not that bad.
Oh. Right.
I mean, the traffic in Copenhagen is ridiculous. So that's why it takes the extra 20, 30 minutes, because I'm in Copenhagen in 15 minutes. But so after I fought my third pro fight, I decided to move over to Copenhagen. Basically, not only because, it felt right and I had better training partners in my size and everything, but I actually had... what did I have? Oh, it totally slipped my mind. Just because I needed some calm and some quiet atmosphere, because it's like when you're in one town and there's a lot of gyms around you, and and Swedish MMA is like, there's a lot of teams in Malmö. Okay. Right now, the past year is a lot of MMA teams and stuff like that, but it's like I would rather go a bit further if I know this quality, a better quality, and and I won't be, because if you go train in a gym in Malmö, I'm the one that switched. I have a couple of trainings here and there, but I have my gym in Copenhagen just because I do some, I do my cardio, my pads maybe at home. And I have my MMA and my wrestling and jiu-jitsu in Copenhagen, where my team is. So I basically kind of go around, and I have a couple of gyms helping me out. But that I could not do only in Malmö, because they're like, if you're here, you gotta stay here. That kind of mentality.
Oh, that sucks.
So so when it comes to Copenhagen, it's like less gyms, and I'm training it from Arte Suave. It's one of the leading Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu teams in Europe. They're the best.
You got Mads Burnell, haven't you? And Demir as well. Who is a monster of a guy. Whew.
He was actually going to corner me. He was actually going to be here now.
Why is he not?
We got some problems because he didn't get his visa in time, but he had a ticket.
Lazy Demir.
Oh, but he had a ticket and everything, and he was like, fuck, I really wanted to be in Kansas, because he's like...
awesome. Oh, he's such a cool dude. I remember him making his debut on Cage Warriors against Martin Delaney. Yeah. Oh my goodness gracious. He was a monster. Oh, what a beast of a grappler. I was like, God dang.
I mean, unknown match. Unknown Damir match. Before I changed gyms in Denmark, we trained at another gym for years together.
Yeah.
So I mean, I know them personally. Really funny guys. Like Damir is like, you know, his cat Albert.
I follow him. I do follow him on Snapchat. So yeah, I see his Snapchat stories. Yeah.
He's both of them are so down to earth. I mean, the beasts in the gym, like really. Yeah. I mean, I had a couple of sparrings with Damir because he was gonna coach me and everything. He's such a beast. And Mass is more my size. He fights in 145. He's even worse. But yeah.
Are you going to be going over with Mads to Liverpool for the fight with Arnold?
I will definitely be in Liverpool. I actually, me and my boyfriend, we went and saw Mads's debut in Rotterdam, and just to get Mads's. I mean, he's a friend too, so I would never miss his debut. Never.
Well, I will be there as well. So.
Oh really? Cool.
Yeah, I'll be there, so we'll definitely say hi and hang out, and we'll have a good crack, we'll have a good laugh. But obviously we've got your fight coming up first and foremost. But what I was going to say was, this fight you got here in Kansas, you spoke about, obviously, the learning that you had from the losses, which you do get a lot. Winning's great, but there's a lot you can get. Like, you just went against beasts. Like, they didn't go, oh yeah, we'll just bring you in and start you off, with a couple of fighters here and we'll build you up. No, they just went, oh, we're going to give you killer. That shows a lot of respect to you.
I started off with Jessica Rose Clark. Yeah. And I was so nervous for that fight because she was so well rounded. And I was like, oh my God, she's so good. And I mean, I don't expect anything less because I came from Cage Warriors and I just won the belt and I was 7-0. And I beat UC fighters too, and I beat a lot of before I came to Invicta, I already beat 2 UC fighters.
Yeah, Lena Landsberg was one of them, wasn't she?
And Milana Dudieva, and and then the Italian girl that went over to Bellator in 145 later. Annalisa Bucci. Got it.
You said it a lot better than I did.
So I didn't expect them to match me, easy. So I was kind of ready for it. But, I mean, it's a total different thing to fight in the States than in Europe. It is. It is a total different mentality. And I remember on my debut, I was on the same card when Chris was going to make a title defense against Faith Van Doon. Ooh. And just the mentality in the locker room. I'm kind of goofy, I just try to keep it like a training, like warming up and then build up, But it was just like their entourage was so massive and everything. But it was like, wow. And you have Chris in this corner. Then you have another Brazilian girl like praying in that corner. And there's me. I'm like.
Trying to make a joke.
I was really, really nervous for that fight, but I was like, if I can beat Jessica, then can consider myself as good then. So yeah, that was awesome.
And it was you've got a lot of experience from these fights now. Going into this one, I think that because you've got experience with boxing, so you've got. I feel you've got an advantage. She's a Muay Thai fighter, but I think in MMA. Muay Thai's good, but only if you can implement, I sound silly, boxing footwork, because Muay Thai is very almost static. Boxing, I think, has got a cleaner footwork, because I've sparred with Commonwealth Games boxers, and they light me up like a Christmas tree. They're so smooth and effortless across the mat.
People can use the Muay Thai really good. Like, look at Cowboy Cerrone.
Yeah. It's. I think you have to get a lot of experience to manage the pair, because a lot of people. I've got guys over here where I'm from, and they go to Thailand. They'll do Muay Thai. They come back and their feet are like this close together, and I just sit there and go, "Oh, this is Christmas Day, double leg, boom, boom, boom." And they can't stop the takedowns, and I think there's a lot of traps that people fall into with the Muay Thai. They got to balance those two things out. With your boxing, like I admit, you got a very crisp left hand.
Thank
like, that's
you.
smooth.
I
it's
love
smooth.
my left hand. Oh, wait.
Oh, it's lovely. Oh. it sneaks around the glove. It's beautiful. I love the way you
thing
throw
I love
that.
about the left hand, that's from my amateur background. So we do a lot of left hands, you know, the jab, boom, and the hook. But the thing I love to do in MMA that I could not do in boxing is to open my hand.
Yeah,
you get warnings if you open the hand and hit like this.
That's like kind of palm.
They're really, really strict about that. You need to hit like this or this.
Yeah.
So what I love about this is that I can slap. I can do a DS slap.
Yeah. It's good, yeah. It's cheeky as well because it gets in their head. I like it because you can also palm the glove away.
Yeah, you can grab it.
Yeah, you can palm it across to go with a right straight or something. It's great. I love it. Have you watched much of your opponent, Bianca, or have you let your coaches just to get an idea of who she is?
I always watch a bit. I mean, I always watch the recent two fights, but that's basically it. Yeah. Because I mean, if she puts up like pad things and stuff, I don't watch that because if you hit pads, I mean, I don't really care. You can look like Mayweather on pads. I can look like Mayweather on pads.
Yeah.
I can look crisp on pads, but it's basically not useful.
No, pads don't hit back.
It's not useful if I'm gonna look at it and it's like, oh shit, she's got this left hand, she's got this right hand. I'm like, if you can't if you can't do it in a fight, I can't use it.
No.
So basically, I just look at the fights.
Yeah.
And I look at the recent two fights, and I basically just ask my coaches, what do you think? Just tell me what to do, and I will do it.
Yeah. That's a good idea. Yeah. And so, do you guys go on game plans, or do you work on kind of? There's a couple of things we want you to drill. Other than that, be you.
Yeah. So that's what I'm thinking is that I look at some fights, but I never study so I forget about my own shit. Because I'm there to do my shit. So even though if she is, so let's say she's like an armbar specialist. Of course, I'm not thinking, I'm going to go to the ground and battle the guard, with armbar. I'm not thinking like that. But I'm thinking, what do I do good? Yeah. Yeah. And I think I'm really well-rounded for being a former striker. I mean, I'm a purple belt in Jits, and I see myself as a good wrestler as well. I think I have a good all-around game, but I got some crisp hands. Even though if I'm not really I've never been like the person in the fights that's been the strongest one. I'm never the strongest, but I don't need to be. I'm more of a technical fighter, and I got really good cardio. Like that's why when I did the Cage Warriors, the 5 rounds and everything, I love doing 5 rounds. I'm weird like that, but I love doing 5 rounds because I think I'll get better by rounds. Yeah.
Okay. You get like a tempo going. You get a flow. You get a good. You get a rhythm going. You start to get the timings of your opponent too.
Yeah, but I've been training a lot of starting a bit faster now because I have because I can't waste time, and I mean that's a big difference. When I came from boxing, we had 2-minute rounds. We did before. Now it's 3. After a few years, it changed to 3.
Yeah, they changed it. They took the head guards away and all sorts. Yeah, it's all changing now in amateur. Yeah, it's crazy.
I'm used to the head guards before. 2-minute rounds, big gloves. But I mean, that was 2010. That's 8 years ago. So that doesn't matter anymore. But I love doing the 5 rounds because then you can basically change a fight if you have a couple more minutes. That's why maybe I don't like the amateur rules. 3-minute rounds, it doesn't do you any good. No. It doesn't prepare you for MMA like the 5-minute because
it's
everything
big difference. Yeah, it's huge. Yeah, because you can get after 3 minutes when you're grappling, for example, it's exhausting, and those extra 2 minutes, then you realize. It sucks being a human being and how hard wrestling is. Like when you're battling for underhooks, oh my god, I hate it. I hate that. I hate it. But it's just like you need to get used to it for 5 minutes because then you get that 1 minute rest. Then you see what your conditioning's like. Because if you can carry on after that and do striking, your conditioning's on point.
And I think that's what I do good is that grinding thing because ever since I changed teams too, they have basically more drilling, more grinding, more cage work. So that's I think I have a lot of experience against the cage. I've done loads of years of cage work, and basically taking people down, coming back up, being taken down, coming back up. You know, just like grappling for MMA. You know, and that's the difference. You know, if you're pure jiu-jitsu, that doesn't mean that you're the best jiu-jitsu in the fight.
Yeah, yeah.
I think you have to see that it's a bit of a difference. If you're a good jiu-jitsu fighter that you can put into MMA, like say Ben Askren. I mean, he's got wrestling, but he's got really good jiu-jitsu from MMA.
Yes. He's very good at blending it all together.
Yeah.
That's the thing, yeah. And it's because you've got the coaching and the people around you that are helping you blend this together. Yeah. That's what's making it more seamless. You can
always look good standing. You can always look good on the ground. You can always look good in wrestling. But there's not many people that can mix it up.
No.
Get the level changes. And I think that I'm a step ahead there in this fight. And I will do my very best to show that. So.
And you're going to welcome this newcomer to Invicta with open arms.
One of my Twitter fans just like posted a picture a while ago. I'm a Liam Neeson fan. I watch.
Yeah.
So he did like kind of a picture of that of me holding up my hands, and it says Pannie, the welcomer. No, yeah, the welcomer.
That's cool. I love that. I love when the fans do like fan art and stuff like that. It's so fun. It's so cool when they do that. Like Boss Logic does the awesome posters for Invicta.
Yeah.
He does some great stuff. What I was going to say to you, because obviously coming to the States, this will be her first time in the States. Do you think again straight away there's an advantage for you there? Because like you've had that. Oh man, this sucks traveling, getting used to the body clock, getting the weight cutting right. Yeah. You feel like there's like a slight advantage before the fight even begins, which it doesn't sound like a lot of people, but it does up there.
It is basically one of the hardest things of fighting abroad, like in the States, traveling, because you have to plan shit really thoroughly. So the weight cut can get fucked up. Of course, if you never travel that far, then it can get fucked up. If you know what you're doing, then it's okay. Especially when it comes to flying long flights. And I mean, I basically came in one day earlier than I usually do.
Smart move.
Yeah, because last time I had a terrible flight. I was cursing so much. Like I had basically all together with all changes and everything until I got into the hotel, and I had 24 hours travel. So coming in one day ahead, I told Invicta, I don't care if I have to pay an extra hotel night. I don't care. I'm coming in one day extra. And my manager really wanted me to do that too. I'm never making excuses for the weight cutter. I never do that. It's all on me. But I think it helps. Of course it helps. Because I got I came in, instead of the 30th, the 29th, at like 11 p.m., 12 p.m., I slept, and the day after, I wasn't going to arrive until the day after the same time. I was like, wow, this is the best thing I've ever done. Because I could sleep, chill, and my weight was on point. I was like very low when I came in, but I was still eating like 4 or 5 times a day. I did my work.
Nice.
I was eating lunch and meals on my weight cut day. This is the first time I did not fast, so I was eating and I was dropping weight.
There's a lot of people who fight right now who may watch this and go, I hate you. I hate you.
Yeah, you better hate me. I'm in the biggest position ever. I don't care. I've been in the biggest position ever, so I'm gonna tap myself on my shoulders and say good job.
I do the old school, get a bottle, I'm spitting in the bottle. I'm like, how much you gotta go? I got nothing left, I'm dying. Yeah.
But this made me think it's not as hard. I mean, I made it to be as harder as it really was.
Yeah, yeah.
And people are thinking, yeah, I am. You know what? Every time people say I had the best cut of my life, and I was lying before. I had cuts before that I made it, but I still feel like shit.
Yeah.
But I mean, I can't say anything else that it was great.
Oh, you feel like a champ right now. That's good. That's good though.
It's care what happens.
It's all on. It's all up there. You see, there's little things. There's little steps that put the mindset in the right place.
Yeah, but I think it's really important that you feel proud of yourself as well.
Yeah.
What you've achieved, and you went through the camp. You done all your sponsors things. You done everything that you possibly could do.
Yeah. So when you go out there, and you put it all in.
Yeah, and I think not many people stop and say, you know what, good job, Pannie, to yourself. Yeah. You know, you did good.
Yeah.
Now let's fight.
And that's the thing. It's the easy bit now. It's the fight, the final bit, the easy one. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, you've had all the harder work outside of it. Like, you will not get your ass kicked as hard in that fight as you have probably been back home. Like, I'm sure the boys, Mads and Demir, whooped you.
Sometimes I get really good days, but sometimes I'm like, well, what am I doing?
God, stop picking on me.
Who am I? Why am I getting beaten up this much? and then I get infuriated and I come back to my corner and I come to my team, why did I defend that? And then my coach is like, he's a dude and he's like 155. I'm like, I don't care.
That's the thing. So when you grapple here, Bianca, in theory, be like, you ain't none. You ain't 155, dude. Get out of here. Get out of here.
I feel like I always want to do like it's like I saw a quote that GSP wrote. He's like, I'm searching for perfection, but I can't get it.
Never get it.
I'm like that too. I'm searching for, you know, the close I can come to perfection because I want it to look good.
Yeah,
you know?
I tell people,
I can make MMA look good.
Yeah, like no one will ever have the perfect fight, but they'll always go for it. Like, even
always trying to look for the perfect fight, of course.
Yeah.
I'm always trying to make people think that, okay, this is not some violent shit people found on the street. I'm trying to make it look good.
Yeah, like
for everybody. And mark my words, I hate people that when we clinch and when we roll this, I hate it when you guys go to the ground. I'm like,
I know.
Shut up, yeah. That's the best part.
Yeah, I tell people that I love grappling. That's like my favorite bit. Like the punching bit, I'm bored. Like, I want to get you down. I want to choke you. There's something about choking someone.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
Like, a lot of the times, the past years, I'd actually rather grapple. It's it's a different thing. I mean, I've been boxing for so long and stuff like that. I mean, it's awesome punching people in the head. It is. But grappling is just like, it's such a good flow, and you know, you don't need to worry because you can't spar every day. You can't spar
exactly.
every day, but you can always do jiu-jitsu.
Yes. Yeah, because you can always tap early. You don't have to wait till it's at that point where you're going to go. You get in the dark. Everything's going dark. You see the room just dark. You can tap well before then. Yeah.
And you know, ever since I changed camps too, I'm sparring like so much less than I used to, because I had issues with headaches and stuff like that because I was sparring, and you know, it's like when you come into a gym and you feel like people are there not to help you.
Yeah, to help them
win every single round.
Yeah.
Because it's like it's in the head that, okay, I need to win here. If I don't win here, I'm not getting. I will be overlooked by trainers. They won't coach me. They won't do this and that. So, I'm only sparring if I'm basically training for a fight. I do a lot of drilling, like light contact against the head. A lot of drilling, arm wrestling, and I do my pads and bag work and techniques. But when it's not fight time, I try not to spar much at all.
Like a combination counter kind of thing is.
I'm sick in my head because it's like feeling like nauseous and headaches and stuff like that when I was like from 20 to like 23, 24. I wasn't feeling that good.
That ain't right.
No, I wasn't feeling good at all. But now I don't have that problem anymore because then I'm sparring with like people. Like if it's like full contact, it's like nobody is over 155, 60. I mean,
and you can control their power as well. Everyone can control their power as well. Like you can go hard in training, but you can still and also you can go right. Okay, I maybe I rocked it a little bit. Okay, I'll hit that body. I'm gonna light your body up, or leg kicks and stuff like, you can taper away as well. It's all about having responsible sparring partners.
But then the important thing is that we have coaches that say stop. You're not
cool.
doing like that. You're out, or keep the tempo down, keep the heart, keep the punching power down, intensity. If you have somebody that like enjoys that people get hurt, that's party. Just like, oh, this is cool. Go harder. You do that. It's like, then you stop. You're an idiot. You're an idiot. If you do that.
It's not really. I wouldn't call someone a coach if they're allowing that to happen, because you've clearly not done this yourself to know what's going on.
If you motivate your fighters to go harder because they're doing good at sparring, then there's something wrong.
Yeah. It's about getting the best you can at the right intensity. It's managing it where they don't lose their technique, but they can still go hard at each other and they're not putting each other to sleep. It's a very fine line.
Because if you hurt your training partners, then you have nobody to train with.
Exactly. See,
nobody you don't want to be that fighter that everybody goes say, yeah, you know what? Don't go with that guy.
Yeah. That's the thing.
He fucks up every training.
I'm 220, so my guys at my gym, they're all about, most is 190, I think he is, maybe 195. Everyone else is like low. So
220, is that like 100 kilos ish?
Yeah, about that. Yeah, about 100 kilos. Yeah, just over 100 kilos. So I got to be careful myself because the dudes are a lot smaller. So they can go harder because I'm a bigger and I can tolerate more, but I can't go to their intensity because I'll put them through the wall. But it's knowing what you can do.
Yeah, I'm kind of the only girl in the MMA team. We have one other girl that's gonna go over to MMA and stuff, but
cool.
Like basically it's only me, and I don't mind it. I mean, I have no problem with it. But it's like it's funny because before, when I was in my old team in Sweden, I did a couple of K1 fights and stuff like that, and in the Thai groups, and we were a lot of girls. So Thai and K1 has more girls. And I was one of the bigger ones. I used to, I mean, in my amateur days, I didn't cut any weight. I was like 155, basically.
Cool, just walking.
So when the small girls were going to spar, they were basically all, like, I only go hard if you start it.
Yeah.
I always let the buddy set the pace because I know I'm a bigger girl.
Yeah.
But when the small girls say, okay, I don't feel so good, don't go so hard, I'm like, no problem. And then when they start lighting up, I'm like, bitch, it's on.
Yeah.
Because I don't like it when the small girls think that just because I'm small, I'm going to go my fullest. I'm going to go so hard. When I told you that I don't want to go hard, then I don't give a fuck. Then you end there for 3 minutes and you're going to get killed.
Exactly.
I don't care.
Yeah, I'm gonna light that liver up. I'm gonna drop you. I'm gonna.
Yeah, I don't care about that. I was like, I don't care if you like 105. I don't care. I'm gonna kill you.
I've had that happen to me. These little dudes, and they're just whipping in me. I'm like, man, that was not 50%. I was like, that tickles. That still tickles. It doesn't matter that big.
That hurts so bad. Don't go too hard. Then the bitch in them just like goes at it. I'm like,
I love it because like when I check a leg kick and then they go, oh man, it sucks checking leg kicks on bigger dudes because it hurts when you hit them back and they're like, and I'm like, yeah, good, I'm glad because you were kicking a bit too hard, son, and I wasn't. So there you go. Hope your shins hurt.
I'm not really that good at telling people either because I'm like, I'm a bitch. I'm always like, first if they say okay, go light, and then they go hard, and then I'm like, I don't care. I have nothing here that will stop me.
There's no filter. There's no filter. It's just like
go and hope for the best.
Wait till that buzzer goes. That's all I'm waiting for.
I'm trying to learn to say, you know what, that's not called for. But you know what? Basically, when you're the only girl there, if I say it once, then they will basically not touch me the next time. You know?
Yeah, they might. Yeah, might one time might go for the rest of it, and it's just like
But now, I mean, I know my training partners now, so now we don't even have the discussion. We have
what you're doing,
So, but before I was like, I'm not gonna say anything because I really want good sparring, and I basically, even though if I was like training with the girls and guys, I will always go with guys my own size anyway. I mean, I always choose the guys before the girls.
Yeah.
Yeah, if they're not really, really good girls. So.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, depending on the level. Yeah, they were legit very good girls. Yeah, of course. And I like the way though that with MMA that there's no discrimination in that sense, so to speak. I mean, like the men and the women train together, and that's one of the beautiful things about the MMA.
It's so funny because MMA hasn't been around for so long, but we have more
diversity. Would be a word?
Wait, there's another word. I'm just gonna ask my boyfriend about it.
Go on.
Jämställdhet. Is it diversity? Okay, that was the right word.
Yay!
But when you compare it to like soccer, like,
yeah,
ask anybody. Everybody hates females that play soccer. Like they
don't hate them. They just don't watch it.
Nasty sport.
Yeah, I don't watch soccer in general. I just think it's a silly sport.
Soccer too.
I can't. Yeah, it's sorry to any soccer fans, but it's just ridiculous. No. Rugby. I'm a rugby person, you see. I played rugby for years.
You know that I actually started with rugby before I started boxing? I started doing it in school, and then that was when I understood that, okay, I think I'm good in these, like, individual things, like when I can be a strong, athlete. I think, okay, so I was 13. So I tried it when I was kind of 12, turning 13 in school. And then, I never did sports really in school. I hated the school,
PE, the fit,
gymnastics. Yeah. I never did, like, they had to force me to do it. Like, I was metal Pannie, so I didn't care about shit. I had like long hairs there, bandanas or chains. I didn't care about sports. But we tried rugby, and I was like in my big steel boots.
Oh dear.
And jogging pants, and then my gym teacher, he's like, you good? You tackle the guys. I'm like, yeah. Okay. And then the week after, I knew that I don't want to do team sports, but I need to get a bit fitter. I was like. Was kind of huge, not huge, like, because I used to swim when I was a kid, so I had a big back.
Phelps, like Michael Phelps. Boom.
Yeah, I was Michael Phelps. So when I started doing boxing, it was like it was so natural. I was like, okay, I'm doing individual sports. I'm doing boxing because I didn't like to do too macho sports, but I always thought boxing was pretty traditional.
Yeah, it is. It's kind of like when you think like karate, boxing, they're like the traditional kind of fundamental martial arts when you think about old school. That's definitely one of them. Yeah, I just like I did at high school and I fell in love with it, and I just took to it. I like smashing dudes. I was like, what? Yeah. If they've got the ball, I
wasn't even like that.
That was me. I was like, I can hit them as hard as I can. Really? Oh, that's me. I'm in. Let me do it. Give me him. Put him out. Oh yeah, I loved that.
I had hard. I had hard, but
yeah, I had like no heart. I had no heart. I just wanted to hurt them, and then I got hurt as well. I got the worst injuries from rugby. I did MMA for years, like I say. I didn't get nowhere near as bad as injuries from.
I can bet rugby was a bit worse actually.
Yeah, it's because you do dirty little tricks in rugby.
And then you don't have the head protection like they have in American football.
What do you want head protection for?
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, wusses. Yeah, wusses. I fractured my neck playing rugby. It's fine. And then I played 4 weeks later. It's okay. It's fine. It's just a neck. It's alright. I've got loads of those vertebrae. Loads. It's fine. It's fine. Oh yeah, they've had loads of dirty tricks. I remember playing one time, and I was a bit of a speedster, and we got tackled in a ruck, and the guys, what they did was they covered me, and their opposition stamped on my legs and stamped so hard that they'd make my legs bleed, so I had to go off, so I couldn't play for 15 while I got everything covered up to go back on. Yeah, they're trying to put me out of the game. Oh yeah, rugby's great for that little dirty tricks. Love it. Oh yeah, that's my thing anyway. But obviously MMA is my passion that took over. And obviously yours as well. We both fell into the same path. You've got your fight coming up. Sorry, I'm going to wrap this up because I know you've got chill to do, you've got food, you've got to chill out and get yourself in the mindset of fisticuffs. This 10 minutes went a little bit longer, so apologies on that.
No problem. I was like, blah, blah, blah.
It's okay when you flow, it's all good. But I don't want to let you go without saying your social media, okay, for people at home to jump on, give you a follow and all that good stuff.
Don't forget Biggie's social media.
Yeah, Biggie first. Yeah, Biggie. I'll jump on the Biggies.
Yeah. Biggii.
T-H-A.
The pug. He's a pug.
Oh, he's a thug. I was about to say he's a thug. Okay, so here we go. Biggie the...
He's the notorious pug.
He actually is the notorious pug. Oh
Yeah,
my gosh. He's got he's got more followers than me as well.
Oh,
There
really?
he is. Yeah, I've followed him. There we go. He's got a follow, and yeah, there he is.
Respond.
Okay, and what about your social media?
I'm just like my first and last name together, Pannie Kianzad.
Okay.
Basically everywhere, like on Twitter. On Twitter and
Instagram, Facebook, all that good stuff.
I use Facebook that much, but I have a fan page, Pannie Kianzad.
Yeah, that's super. So jump on that one, people. And what about sponsors who've helped you?
Oh, I have a list, and I have to.
It's like Santa's list. You have to check it twice.
Yeah, because it's like I can't miss it. I want to be nice to my sponsor because you really helped me for this fight. Okay, if you just hold on, I have to get it on my phone.
Of
So
course, it's okay. I had Scott Askham had to get his list, but he had to get his off his fight poster that he put outside the cage because he couldn't remember everyone, so he had to go get the poster, and he's reading off his poster in front of us. It was it's not the first time. A lot of fighters have a lot of different sponsors.
Yeah. Okay, I have. Wait. It's a little. Gotta see where it is. I have. Okay. Okay, ready?
Yep.
Smoking photos, menacing valor, fighter Elias, win we do, bad chicks MMA. Okay, I have to spell this. Giuliano Gallupi, my nutritionist, Roadhog. FSC management, my team Arte Suave, girl clothing, and Sweet Sweat.
Dang, you got a handful there. Look at that. Dang. Wow, I was like 5 or 6, but you just kept rattling them off.
We worked hard for that.
Yeah, no, you do work hard. Yeah.
Like a couple of them sponsored, like of course money and stuff, and gear, clothes, like everything I needed for this camp. And thank you. It
makes a big difference. It's huge.
Then I don't need to like go minus when I go to the States because this helps me a lot.
Yeah, it does. I know. Yeah, it helps. Big people don't realize how much sponsorship helps MMA fighters because it's not $1 million. It's not like Nike are just throwing everything at people. People who don't actually compete don't actually know that it's not that well funded in that sense. So any sponsors is great to hear that people getting them. And last but not least, okay, you've mentioned your gym, but obviously, do you want to give it boyfriend, woo, and all that? Do you want to give thanks to people that have helped you on the fight camp, all that good stuff?
I had my team helping me, and like I said, I've been training in other places in Malmö and Sweden as well. Malmö Muay Thai, Art of Roll, I did some Jiu-Jitsu, Arte Suave, my team, and my amazing boyfriend as my teammate as well. Don't hide, baby.
Yeah, see, I'm getting the brownie points in there. You see, for you, helping you, man.
Yeah, he's been amazing. I mean, we met in my old gym in Copenhagen. He was there on training camp. He's only been doing MMA for 2 years, I think.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, he's an amateur, but we're the same weight. So he's been my sparring partner, and it's amazing because he doesn't give a fuck. He goes full blast.
That's love. That's true love there, people. When you can punch your partner in the face.
Yeah. Can I say that? What happened? I actually cut him my last sparring.
You had to ask him if it was okay. I think it's okay because, to be fair,
elbow, like the eyebrow, and you know what?
It's not. Sorry.
You know what cut him? What punch?
No. Left hook.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, it wasn't as bad as Jack Mason's, was it?
Oh shit! Oh wait!
Woo.
I talked about that the whole week. I love Jack. He's an amazing.
He's awesome.
But I want to puke every time and it pops up on my social media. I'm like,
oh yeah.
I don't get it.
Oh, it's amazing. Oh, I've trained with Jack. I know Jack well. I interviewed him on the Wednesday before, and then all of a sudden I'm like, that's just gnarly. I was like, dang.
It was kind of it wasn't a tear, so it was a cut. So that's kept but I'm probably thinking it's just because of the scar tissue. He had a lot of fights. Easy to, but it's so nasty.
It's so nasty, yeah. It don't matter how much scars. That's gnarly. I was like, because you couldn't see, could you, on the fight because the blood. And you thought, I was like, he's got a little cut above his eye. Oh, fair enough. And then you see John Maguire on social media.
And it's like, you're cut, and he's like, what? And then I saw on Twitter, he's like, yeah, you're a great ref because that was a bad cut.
yeah, that was hard. That was heavy. So
he fought the Norwegian guy Håkan Foss.
Håkan Foss, yeah.
Håkan, nice guy. His elbows are so crisp, though.
Yeah. The irony was that Jack knows them boys and all the teams they train there, and he was saying about that. He goes like they just know them all anyway, so it's like it's not like a real they're having a fight, but it's just more like I won't like him for 15 minutes. He was saying, but other than that, we're all good. We're all good.
Yeah, I mean, both of them are athletes. They're really good athletes. Actually, I love the match. I didn't love the matchup because I like them both.
Yeah, same here. I was sitting there because I thought both of them were good fighters. I quite like watching them both as well. But it's good to see Jack back, and now he'll be sidelined for a little bit longer, but hopefully he'll be back soon.
But I would love to see that Håkan gets a shot maybe in the bigger leagues. He's a good fighter.
Yeah, well, I've got the vacant title at Cage Warriors, the 170 vacant title. So they're doing Craig White, isn't it? So they got him, but so they might put Hacken against him after that performance.
That would be awesome.
That'd be badass. In fact, I love that matchup already. So
I love that Scandinavian fighters are really rising up now.
There's like a good,
really, really strong team.
There's a cluster of it. It's beautiful to see. I love watching these guys.
You saw the fight between Jacobsen and Bach. My favorite, one of my favorite.
Oh man,
they're really good fighters.
Like Jacobsen, I was like, he's a good striker. He should win. No, he was getting lit up. Lit up. I was like, dang, that is insane. Like he's not winning the striking. That's what's going on.
Yeah, I was super impressed by Bach because he's a great grappler.
Yeah.
He got some hands.
He came out of nowhere with that. I was like, I was like, Paddy Pimblett said he'll knock him out. I was like, I don't know now after seeing that. So
we had Jacobsen having a part of his camp with us.
Oh, cool.
That was great.
Yeah.
And he got some really good rounds with Matt and Amir and everybody.
Yeah. He seems like a really nice guy as well. Chris Fishgold was saying he is.
But I was like, so he broke his nose. But his nose was already like this flat.
It was already. It was. It doesn't take a lot to break.
But it was really good fights, and it was really nice to see Dalby back.
What a sweetheart!
But really like the fight.
Yeah, I need to watch it back because when you watch it live, like you say, when you kind of get.
Maybe I need to watch it again. Who knows?
Yeah, I'm the same. I like to try and watch it again on mute. I don't watch it with any sound because then I'm a lot more unbiased. But like if I see,
maybe I was thinking just because I know him.
Yeah, I was kind of the same. I was like, all the stuff he's gone through and all that. I was like, it's like you kind of wanted him to win because of all the stuff, and it's like maybe you're biased.
I think it was one of his best performances.
He looked badass. It was a war.
I think he was really good. I think he was crisp, and he had the Dalby mentality that even though he got punched out, he just came back.
He didn't care. Yeah, that's what I love about him. I think he's just a lovable fighter for that kind of mindset that he has. I think that not just the way he fights, just the way he won't stop. He's just a great guy to watch as a fight fan. Like, I love seeing his name on the fight card.
That's a typical thing. Even though you don't win, as long as you feel like you did a really good job and you're proud of your, I don't care.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Thank you so much for your time. It's been an absolute pleasure. Have a great fight. I'll be tuning in, even though it'll be stupid o'clock in the morning. I'll be tuning in for the fights. I'll be watching myself. So have a great time and enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Thank you for the time and everything. Okay.
Thanks.